G'day, today we're going to have a look at the weekly challenge in mini motorways. This one is set in Los Angeles. Nice to revisit LA. And we have, it is the week of the 12th of August. Buy one, get one free. All weekly upgrades are doubled. All destinations are much busier. Always fun to throw that extra challenge. More trees can't be destroyed. Trees can't be destroyed. It's always a real curly one. So, especially when we've got groups of trees like what we've got down here, where there's 4 sets, up the top there's 2. Real close to each other. Getting double of everything is really nice, because what it also means is that you're not capped at 10 motorways, you're capped at 20. Whether or not we get anywhere near that, it does definitely give you the luxury of a lot of motorways. However, the fact that these destinations are going to be much busier might counter any sort of good vibes we get from having so many motorways. We're going to be under the pump. You can see the fact that we've just got one destination already and 4 houses looking after it. But it is also great because it means that we do move along a lot quicker. Faster to get a higher score, faster to burn out. You're not waiting around. You get double the road tiles as well. So, let's take advantage of that gap. Alright. We're gonna have to flip around, I think. So let's give this guy this route. Turn these guys up. Cut them that way. Still not pretty. Even just like the distance that guy's going, you can sort of see that there's a lot of like he's already building up a fair bit of backlog. Luckily we've had a couple of these be relatively close. Not really fit a roundabout in there, but it'd be nice to get this guy over there too. Definitely with the bridges. Wait for the map to expand before I can cut out between those 2 trees. What we could possibly do is cut this guy north and then turn this guy around. Have him come in that way. Though I do feel like these blue houses in the lower point are actually closer to the blue destination. Not anymore. Oh, maybe still. They could still cut around the top. What are you gonna do, Green? It's your play over there. Does make the map a lot busier, a lot quicker too, because there's so many houses that get spawned initially to cater for the amount of people that the different places require. Gone far enough out now though that these guys can win like that. I'm not sure that's much of a road either. But based on which cars are going, they are still closer. Now, I don't think the cars will actually slow down. It's funny that the one house down the bottom is the closest house, and then the closest house is the house at the top. So they're both going. Now you might notice that those guys aren't slowing down as they go past that intersection right outside the warehouse, and that's because the warehouse is actually just a driveway. That makes that a little bit easier. What we're going to do here now is we're going to say goodbye to it, because now these two guys have the much closer task of this guy. I'm going to turn him back up, and then we'll make this guy come down. And then these two guys will cut up, down. We actually have enough road tiles in this one that we could do blocking if we really wanted to. And we really don't want to, but we won't be. The problem with the houses coming so fast, because there's so much, it's because every place already has such a requirement of deliveries, means it will actually end up with probably fewer destinations, and that means that there's more workload on all the existing destinations. So not only should everyone be busier, but they actually should be even busier, because there's not as much like division of labor. This group of blue houses here, but what are we supposed to do with them? These guys would be obviously their clear closest port point, but he's got such close support that there's no point in sort of doing anything with him. Green's looking a little bit off. You can see that the there's only the 3 greenhouses on the whole map, but as those guys get home, they immediately go. Crazy if we need to like make a motorway for that one greenhouse. At least we've got 2 now. We have a lot of blue houses that we aren't using. I don't know if it's just that we're lucky that we've got so many blue houses close to destinations, so they don't have to travel that far, so there's actually less work than what the game sort of algorithms thinking this should be. Well, with busy destinations, I think we're going to struggle with a double destination. Closest I can get a roundabout to this guy. Let's go south. So we're going to cut this south. We're then going to put each of these guys south connection. We'll put a little dip there. These guys can come up as well. And again, you can see how much worse that green's going than the blue right next to it. And it's purely because he's on his own. There's 3 blue destinations that can sort of divide the wealth of how many deliveries are coming up. Whereas that one green is all they've got. And so that's going to be a problem that we're going to see with red until just now. And pink as well. I'll adjust that ever so slightly. Just so I can get this 4th house connected. I've just got to wait for these guys to move. And we can shift that back. But because I've got so many motorways, I can just sort of make those moves without too much effort. So you can see this guy here is starting, the blue is starting to panic a bit more. We're going to just take these 2 blues, run them through the back. And fit a roundabout in there, so we might do that just to scare us a little. And we're going to give this guy a roundabout as well, because one thing we do have is a endless supply of road tiles, so we may as well get all these paths done just to have guys connected. I think that they're going to be okay. There's a lot of guys getting into that intersection. As long as I clear that backlog, I'll be right. Go. There we go. It's looking a bit happier now. Now we can see that this red down the bottom here is starting to buckle under the pressure of only having 1 house attached. What we can do is we can shift these blues out of the way, get this guy connected in here, run them down that way. Quite far away, but hopefully this one really close house can do the majority of heavy lifting here for him. This also means we can get that yellow and that yellow attached. Green's still not looking great down the bottom. And again, at this point, green is the only location that's all alone, without any support of any other like green warehouses. Got a yellow, our yellow down the bottom's gone circular. Gonna kick everyone through a roundabout. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut here, and these guys all like that. Them access to the roundabout. Real mess of houses connected to this ink in order to get him to work. That yellow down the bottom always is looking hectic as well. But if that that red next to on that double destination, if he goes well, I reckon we could be in trouble down here. But because he's so calm, there's so few red cars moving through the network that we're okay-ish down there. That yellow is still looking very very busy. But so's the green left. Another greenhouse for support. Alright, so where are we pulling houses from for this guy? I guess we've got these two at the top. He's not a circular destination yet. So we will let him just run with a long road to his now 3 houses. And you can see they don't have any time. Alright, so what we're going to do is, there's any room down here for a roundabout? No. Well, who doesn't need support here? You can see that there's some of the cars at the back here are being used and others aren't. So let's take these guys like this and we'll run them across here. Get them connected too. And you can see in this case, almost every car from that bottom section is also on their way over. Now that green, I really don't know what else to do for it. Everyone except for 2 green houses, which are just in the middle of nowhere, are connected over to this guy, and he is still looking catastrophic. This pink at the top is looking terrible too, as is our pink right down the bottom. What we can do is we can just cut through there. Pink is just losing its mind everywhere. Pink over here is also trouble. Again, everyone is out on task, except for these 2 guys, so we can possibly turn them back around. Yeah, starting to calm down a little bit now. We do have a problem. I can go that way with our friend down the bottom here. So let's put a roundabout there. These 3 guys get in that way. And highway 3 to come down and support that guy. What we're also going to do is we're going to put a little highway in there. Just let these guys... There's no point in losing if we can make everyone a little bit more efficient. These guys to come down here too. Alright, what can we do with this blue here? So this guy, we've got lots of available, so it can sort of hop over and help out. The yellow house there to support this guy. What I think we probably want to do is... I feel like this might be where we want them to connect, just so we don't have so many guys going through this roundabout. We're going to just try and divide that workload to either side. I'm not sure it's going to have too much of an impact. Well, we may as well give it a go because nothing else is working. Alright, this guy over here is in a little bit of a struggle. We can give him a roundabout there and supply him these 4 guys. This guy here is having a struggle, so what we're going to do is turn these 2 down. So we're going to trade the 4 guys over here for the 2 guys down here. Everyone is suddenly in panic here with the overload pace that this level gives. Yellow, is he winning? He might be winning. 2 yellows there that we could possibly swing down to help out. How many guys are in the roundabout here? There's so many of them where there's just... Alright, what about these 2 guys to connect into here? Room for a roundabout in there, so let's sort of clean them up that way. I feel like there's so much going on. I've got to try and work out who to address. So this guy here, I don't think there's room for a roundabout anywhere for him. Oh, there is. Cool, there. So let's take that roundabout spot, and we will give that to these 2 yellows down here. I think we're just, yeah, this is just borrowed time at this point. This guy's still okay. He's surviving. We've got 1 more motorway. So we may as well just try and, like, get every single one we can get. And potentially that's just by letting this guy survive a little bit longer. So he's winning the battle now. So we can get rid of that one. Sorry, you can keep that one. Just quickly move that to there. Keep that one. We'll get rid of the longer one. This means that both of them are going to disappear for a moment. Oh, they fixed that little mess I made. I can't get anyone through there because there's the 2 trees. Where else do we need to address? There's blue at the top. We've got 1 motorway back. Just absolute traffic jams for some of these. Alright, cool. So we've got a few more motorways that we can now play with. So what we're going to do with the motorways that we can play with, we are going to... All of these are struggling. How many pink houses that we've got? These guys here. Let's cut that. I'm going to turn these 4 pink houses in together. Get rid of that. This guy really doesn't have that much support. We're going to do this, and we're going to take that and hop them to there. And then at the same time, we are going to take this and hop these guys to there. Again, just to sort of try and extend the longevity of each of these. But you can see someone like this guy down here, like, there's nothing we can do for that red. There are so many reds there, but they're just sort of being blocked by the amount of yellows that also need to desperately get in there. This blue here, I feel like we could extend his life. Got a motorway? We do. So if we take these 3 guys, what we can do is I'm going to give this guy to him. And then we'll take these 3 guys and we'll bounce them down to anywhere there this can join. We can. This guy also has all of that. This guy down that way as well. And we'll down all the way up there. Actually, a larger group of blue down here we could get. Whether or not that's going to help in the long run, well, we've got to wait for them to come back. That's all of our motorways. This red guy here is about to fail. I'm sorry, I didn't in there. That's too dramatic. Reds that we can sort of try and shift to this guy. I don't think there's without a motorway. It's holding on for dear life. That guy's about to go, so we can't really just yank that real quick. It would just be if Sunday ticks, but nah, we're gonna just miss him. 4,800, not too bad for how long we were in Dire Straits there. Up 1%, take that, 3 days left. We are sitting at 24. Not too bad at all. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. And until next time, catch you later. See ya.